Hi, in this video we are going to see about a Java web application project which is entitled as QR code based smart vehicle parking management system. Before seeing the execution of the project, let me brief you about this project. So we all know that nowadays vehicles are increasing day by day in all over the world, and the problem here is when coming to the parking the vehicles, especially in the urban areas or in a particular more populated places. So we all use the parking management system. So generally the parking management system is like manually there will be a person and they will be noting down the which place the parking is available, and they will be giving you a ticket, and based on that you can just park your vehicles. And there are lots of problems that is available in the existing parking management systems. To overcome all these issues, we are going to develop a innovative solution which has the QR code based smart vehicle parking management system, which is developed using Java and MySQL. So this is the thing that is mentioned in the abstract, and here you can see the details about the existing system which used the manual approach and also hardware based solution. So in the existing system there are many things that is used in the manually paper based things, or there are also some automations, but they are used some hardwares. But here in our project we are not going to use any manual approach, or we are not going to use any hardware. Only with your computer we are going to make this smart parking system. Sorry. So here in the existing system you can see the details of the manual ticketing, parking attendance, and hardware based exist and entry barriers and limited automations, parking fees collection methods, and parking space allocation, security measures. So these are all things that is done manually, and the disadvantages of the existing system are mentioned here, which are inefficiency, limited parking information, human errors, cache handling, and lack of pre-booking, security vulnerabilities, limited data insights, and manual maintenance kinds of things are available. And here you can see the details of the proposed system which overcomes all these issues, and we are going to integrate the QR code technology so that the easy handling of real-time information is done using the web application. And also there are features of booking the slots which is available or unavailable kinds of things. Those all things mentioned in the proposed system. And here you can see the advantage of the proposed system. And here you can see the system architecture which contains three entities, that is administrator, ticket checker, and users. So here the users will be seeing the parking cars and they will be booking the parking slots, and ticket checker will be scanning the QR code and verifies the authenticity of the QR, and administrator will be adding the updating the parking cars and view the user details and view the booking parking slot details. And here you can see the modules of the project, the module descriptions of the project. And coming to the system requirements, you can see the hardware and software requirements, where we have used the coding technology, coding languages Java, and front-end part with JSP, CSS, and JavaScript. And IDE we have used Apache NetBeans IDE 16, and database we have used MySQL. So now let us see the execution of the project. So first open Apache NetBeans IDE 16. So after opening you need to import the project into the NetBeans IDE. So first go to the file menu and click open project. So now go to the source code location where you can find the source code folder. Inside that you can see QR based vehicle parking. Just select this and then click open project. Now kindly wait till the complete project is being loaded into the NetBeans IDE. It takes few minutes. Meanwhile it has attached the database. So let me go to the MySQL administrator. So log in with the MySQL administrator with the credentials of username root and click OK. So now in the MySQL administrator left side panel you can see the restore option. Just select this restore option. The right side you can see the open backup file. So just select this open backup file. Now again go to the source code location where you can find the database folder. Inside the database folder you can find the database of our project. Just select it and then click start restore. So now you can see the restore operation was finished successfully message, and you can close this because they successfully attached the database. Now you can close this MySQL administrator. Now coming back to the NetBeans IDE, you can see the project has been completely loaded. So now right click it and then click run. So now kindly wait for a few minutes, so it will be transferred to the browser part. So now it asks for the authentication for the Tomcat server. I have given admin and enter, click OK. So now it is transferred to the browser part, where now you can see the home screen or welcome screen of the project with the project title, QR code based smart vehicle parking management system. So as mentioned, there are three entities, that is administrator, ticket checker and users. So here administrator and ticket checker has only one login details, and users can have multiple logins. So here first let me go to the administrator part. So just log in the administrator with the username and password as administrator with 8 caps. Just click submit. Now you can see the login and success and click OK. So now you can see the home screen of the administrator. This is the home screen of administrator. So administrator has the option of user details. So here you can see the user details. There is no any user details right now because this is the first time I'm running the project. And here you can see the parking cost. So here administrator can able to update the parking cost. So now the parking cost is fixed as 40 rupees. So now let me go to the bookings part. Here you can see the booking details. There is no any bookings, and you can see parking log. So this is the parking log. So the difference between booking and parking log is you can see who are all the people who are booked, and here you can see who are all the people who booked and used the parking. So that is the difference between booking and the parking. Some people will have booked but they have not yet used. That will be updated here. Some people will already booked and they are used it. So those details are updated here in the parking logs. So now let me log out. So now let me go to the users part. So just if you click the users menu, it will be navigated to the users login page. So as I don't have any username and password, first I will click the new user registration. So it will be navigated to the new users registration page, where you need to enter the details which is asked here. So in my case, I will give my name as JP, email ID as jp@gmail.com, date of birth, gender, phone number, address, password, and click submit. So after giving the details, you can see the registration success message and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the users login page. So now let me enter the email ID and the password of the user and click submit. Now you can see the login and success and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the users home page. This is the users home page. So here users first can see the parking cost. Just if you click the parking cost, you can see the ticket cost for per hour. So now you can see the parking cost is 40 rupees. So then they can book the parking slot and they can see the bookings. So still now we are not made any booking, so it is empty. So first let me log out and go to the administrator part. So in the administrator part, first option, let me go to the parking cost. Let me update the parking cost as 50 rupees now. So earlier was 40 rupees. Now I am updating as 50 rupees and click update. So now you can see the parking cost is updated. So now let me log out and go to the users part. So immediately whenever the admin has updated the parking cost, it should be reflected to the users part also. So if you go to the parking cost, now you can see the parking cost is updated to 50 rupees. Earlier it was 40 rupees. So whatever the admin updates, the cost will be reflected here immediately. So next, coming to the important part, that is book parking slot. So here in the book parking slot, first they need to select the date and time, and so first let me select the date. We have a calendar here, so you can select the date. For example, I will select today date. Today is 8th September 2023, and let me select the time as, so let me select the time. For example, let me give the time as 3 p.m. that is 15 hours, and here you can select how many hours you needed, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, or like that. So let me give 2 hours and then click select slot. So now immediately it will be navigated to the booking slot, where whatever the details you have entered, it is shown here. What is the start time, how many hours you wanted, and what is the cost. Here you can see cost is automatically calculated and is shown to the user. So the 1 hour cost was 50 rupees. So 2 hours if you selected, it will be 100 rupees. So with how many hours you are selecting, automatically the cost will be calculated and shown to the user. So here we have the payment mode. You can select the cash, UPI, or credit card. So this is a prototype only. So here if you select, even if you select cash or UPI or credit card, just it saves in the information in the database only. We are not going to use any payment transaction gateway here. So only if it is a prototype model. So let me select cash here, and here you can see the details of the slot. So here you can see like in cinema ticket booking, you can have seats like that. We have categorized here the slot. So whichever the slot the user want, they can select it. For example, I will select A1 here. So now it is showing slot is available. So in case if the slot is already booked, it will show slot is not available. I will show you that case also. The first time I will show you the slot available. So now the user has selected today's date with the 3 o'clock time for 2 hours, and I am booking the slot. So now you can see the slot is available, so it is automatically booked. Slot is booked message, and click OK. So now if you go to the your bookings part, you can see the booking that you have made with the date, time. You can see the start time, end time, slot 1, and what is the booking time and what is the cost, everything. So immediately you can able to download the ticket. So just click the download ticket. So now you can see the booking ticket. So parking ticket is shown, displayed in the screen. You can see the date, what is the times, what is the slot location, which slot you wanted to go, and cost. And you can see the important part, that is the QR code. This is for the automation of the project. So let me show you that part. So now let me download it. So I'll click download. So immediately it shows for the file name parking ticket. Let me save one and save in a desktop. So now let me log out, and in the desktop you can see the parking ticket 1. So this is the ticket I have downloaded now. So now what I'm going to do is I'll just upload this in the ticket in my WhatsApp to show in the QR code part. So let me update it in my WhatsApp to show in my mobile. So now if you go to the before going to ticket checker, I will show you in the administrator part. So here in the administrator part, I'll just log in with the administrator. So now if you go to the user details, so earlier it was empty. Now you can see there is one user, that is JP, that is shown here with the user ID, name and email ID and all the things. And here if you go to the bookings, you can see earlier the booking was empty. Now you can see the booking is done by one person. So the details has been updated here with the, now you can see the parking status is no, because the booking is done, but he has not yet parked. So the parking status is no. If he is parked the vehicle, the booking status will be updated here. And here you can see the parking logs, it is empty, because bookings, as I told you earlier, booking and parking is different. So booking is still he has not as parked. So once if he park the vehicles, it will be updated in the parking logs. I'll show you that. So now let me log out and go to the ticket checker part. So ticket checker is only one entity. So just log in with the username and password as ticket and ticket. So T is capital letter, and click submit. So before logging into the ticket checker, make sure that you have connected your web camera in your system or laptop. In case if there is no web camera connected, it will not show the important part. So just I'm connecting the web camera and click submit. So now you can see the login is success, and now it will be navigated to the ticket checker homepage. This is the homepage of the ticket checker. So first thing is like, you can go to the check parking ticket. So now let me click check parking ticket. Immediately my web camera turns on. So now you can see my face. So now let me open the ticket and to scan the QR code. Make sure that there is no any distractions in the camera, so that it can easily read the QR code. So this is the just a minute. So this is the QR code. So if there is any distraction, it is not easily identifying, so make sure that it is clear to read it. So immediately you can see the ticket verified message, and okay, so now in the ticket verifier, once the QR code scans, immediately it will not book the slot. So after the QR code is scanned and verified, it is authenticated, the ticket checker should enter the vehicle number here. So now let me enter the vehicle number, and my vehicle number is BY01 BF0000, and let me click submit. So now you can see the log details is added successfully, and click OK. So now if you go to the parking logs, so here in the parking logs, the ticket checker can see the details of the ID, ticket ID, and vehicle number, username, slot name, and the timestamp. So when he has logged into the system, everything is been updated here. So now what I'm going to show is like, let me click the check parking ticket again. So now I'm going to show the same ticket. So now let us see what is happening. So the ticket has already been scanned. So what happens if I'm going to show the same ticket? So it is validating and checking that ticket is already used or expired. So they cannot use the ticket again. If the ticket is already used, they cannot use the ticket again. And here you can ask the question that what happens if you show some other QR code. So now let me open my GPay QR code, and now let me show you some other QR code. So this is my GPay QR code, I am showing this. So now you can see it is showing invalid ticket. So here it checks whether the QR code is generated by the system, and also whether it is a valid or if it is used or not. If it is not used, then only it will be proceeding to the next part, or else it will be showing the error message. So now let me log out from this part and go to the administrator part. So now in the administrator part, if you go to the booking details, you can see the parking status is now changed to yes. And if you go to the parking logs, you can see now earlier there was no parking logs. Now you can see the parking log is being updated with the details of the ID, ticket ID, vehicle number, username, slot name, and the timestamp. So now let me log out from this part. So now let me go to the user. I'll create another user called XX. Email ID as xx@gmail.com, date of birth, gender, phone number, address, password, and click submit. Now I have created another user. I'll log in with the new user. So now let me go to the book parking slot. I'll select the same date and show you. So I'll select the same date. I'll select the same time. And let me select the hours as 1 hour and click slot and click select slot. So now you can see the dates I have selected. So immediately here you can see the particular date and time, the slot A1 is already booked. So it is marked here. If you bring the mouse here, you can see it cannot be booked. Only if you click on available slots, you can able to book it, because this slot is already booked. So if you change the time, you can see if I am changing the time to some other time and click select slot. So now you can see the slot is available, because the particular slot is already booked. 3 to 5 PM is already booked. Only if it is available, they can able to book the slot which is available. In case if it is not available or the particular time, they cannot able to book the slot. So I'll show you again. So here you can see again the slot is already booked, so they cannot able to book on the particular A1, they can able to book on some other part whichever they wanted. So for example, I am selecting C2, so slot 22 is available. So now let me change something like this UPA and click book. So now you can see the slot is booked, and if you go to your bookings, you can see the details of it. So now let me download this ticket, and let me download this parking ticket. Let me name it as parking ticket 2 and save it. And now let me log out, and let me update this ticket my WhatsApp to show in the mobile. So this is the second ticket. So now let me go to the ticket checker part, and let me log in with the ticket checker. And if you go to the check parking ticket, it opens my web camera. So now let me show the second ticket. So now you can see the ticket is verified, and click OK. So now if I am not entering any vehicle number here, it scanned the QR code perfectly and it is validated. But if I am not entering the any details here, the parking log will not be updated. So only if the ticket checker enters the vehicle number, the parking shown QR code will be updated as it is parked vehicle. So now let me show the QR code again. So now you can see the ticket is verified, and click OK. So now let me enter the vehicle number as T011111 and click submit. So now you can see the log details is added successfully. And now if you go to the parking log, you can see the second ID, which is the vehicle number with the username slot, as everything has been updated successfully. So now let me log out, and I'll go to the administrator part. Let me go to the user details. Here you can see the user details again is updated. So in this way you can add any number of users, 100 or any number of users. And if you go to the bookings, you can see both the bookings, parking status has been done successfully. And if you go to the parking logs, you can see the logs, that is when the timestamps has been done updated here. So let me log out from this part. And this is all about the project QR code based smart vehicle parking management system using Java. And thank you for watching.